Good to see you, everybody. We're honored to have the 43North launch of its Israeli activity here at the MIT Enterprise Forum. Thank you for flying MIT Forum. We have three parts on today's program. On the first part, we have 43North Executive Director Andrew Palkerback describe the 43North competition and why it's relevant to you, Israeli entrepreneurs, who are looking into the American market as a target market, like most Israeli entrepreneurs in high technology. Asaf Chachami of Philip Lytle will share tips for starting a U.S. presence when entering the American market via New York State. On the second part, you'll get a chance to meet with each other and get to know new people. These kinds of events are a great place to get to know new people. Try not to stick to the people that you know, and just go to people and ask them about what they do and tell them what you do. It doesn't have to be for a particular purpose. It's not that you're going to use them for anything tomorrow, but it's just a way to get to know more people and eventually expand your network in a way that can be very positive and very beneficial for all of you. Some of the things that we know that happened here on the intermissions of the MIT Forum activities, we know that ICQ got one of its investments when it was still called Mirabilis. Sefi Vigizer presented the company to an audience at the MIT Enterprise Forum. We know that Ofer Shoshan, one of the members of the MIT Enterprise Forum management, met an entrepreneur called Yaron Kaufman with a great idea, and together they founded a company called 1 Hour Translation, which is the fastest translation service worldwide. So the break here is an opportunity. It's not a waste of time in any way. On the third part, we will meet with three entrepreneurs who've done very well and who will share their experience as entrepreneurs in the U.S. market, including Zohar Dayan of Webits. Webits is known for having received an investment from a famous investor, Li Ka-shing. Amir Ardouf, a co-founder of a company called MediaMind that was sold to DG for $500 million in 2011, and Guy Malachi from TalkSparks, who's better known for his role at Conduit. And I have prepared one slide which I want to share with you. Israel is highly appreciated by the tech community worldwide, and this slide shows something about the level of confidence that Israeli companies have from foreign investors. You will see the slide is by IBC Online, and you will note that in each of the quarters from Q1 2011 until Q1 2014, the share of investment by foreign investors is higher than the share of investment by the local investors. And recently it's been as high as 84%. I think this is enough to tell the story of the Israeli technology sector today. Before I invite 43North Israel representative Ilan Oren to take over, I would like to thank MIT Forum Chairman Dr. Ed Mulavsky for accepting our invitation to join this event. Thank you, Ed. Jerry Stark, the head of the New York Representative Office, and Bill Grant, Deputy Chief of Mission, U.S. Embassy, Tel Aviv, for joining us on stage. A big thank you for Philip Lytle, the sponsor of this event, and to Tel Aviv University and the Rekanati School of Management for the strong support that they have given the MIT Enterprise Forum over the years. Ilan Oren is a self-directed executive with over 25 years of track record of leading high-tech companies to success. Ilan has effectively initiated and negotiated strategic and M&A agreements with senior management worldwide. Currently, 43North representative to Israel. Ilan, please could you take it from here.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. And I would like to thank MIT for taking care of this event. That's first and utmost. I'd like to thank also Andrew for actually making the effort and coming, and thank Asaf for making the trip as well and sponsoring the event, which is most important. I would like to invite William Grant from the American Embassy to say some words. Thank you.
Thanks, Elon. Good afternoon, everybody. I know that it's important that I be brief so that you can start hearing about how you might make money, so I am conscious of that. I want to thank the MIT Enterprise Forum for hosting and 43North for both organizing this and for so many of my countrymen for coming from a much colder place, Buffalo, New York, in order to be with you this afternoon. We at the American Embassy, we do lots of activities, some of which you read about in the paper. We have a very active ambassador, Ambassador Dan Shapiro, and I send his greetings to you. But one of the things that we do that doesn't get as much publicity is promoting connections between entrepreneurs in the United States and Israel, and promoting connections in innovation between our two countries. You all know, we certainly recognize that Israel truly is the startup nation, and the level of scientific, technical, high-tech capability here is second to none. As an indication of how important this set of subjects is to us, I'm joined here today by some other colleagues from the embassy who handle different aspects of it. One is Ingrid Kolist. Ingrid handles science-to-science cooperation matters for us, among many other subjects that she's responsible for. Ingrid's here in the front row. Kevin Fox works for USAID, which I think many of you know is part of the U.S. government, on private sector development. And what that means in Kevin's area of responsibility is really helping to promote private sector development in the West Bank and Gaza. Obviously, we have to work with Israeli authorities to carry out such programs. And so Kevin is here and can talk about those during the break times. We have another colleague, I don't know if she's here, Sigal Mendelovich. Sigal's here, who works in our commercial promotion department in the areas of high-tech, software, and investment in the United States. So maybe not at this stage of the process, but after you've heard a bit more about the prospects with 43North, you might want to follow up with any one of my three colleagues later. We're available here. We have offices in Tel Aviv. We're here all the time. And we'd be happy to try to help you through the bureaucracy, through the labyrinth. Final point is that, from our perspective, why is the embassy interested in this? Well, investment that succeeds has lots of beneficiaries. The obvious one is the entrepreneur, hopefully his or her investors, but also, as you all know, the communities in which the successful investment takes place. So we're really happy that 43North, representing the Buffalo, New York area, has organized themselves to present this idea of a competition to you. And we're interested because if there is successful investment, it benefits the community of Buffalo, provides jobs for people, helps our economy grow. That's something that's already taking place to a great extent between Israel and the United States. We certainly have an interest in seeing that grow even more. So I wish you a successful event today. Again, feel free to follow up with us regarding this or any other interest you have in investing in the United States. Thank you. Thank you, Ayla.
Thank you, Bill. I would like to invite Asaf, which came from New York. He's an attorney with Philip Plater, a legal firm in New York, which is also sponsoring this event. We would like, before presenting the competition itself by Andrew, to talk about the legal aspects of moving your business to New York and doing business in New York. Asaf?